Hello guys and welcome to our first podcast on the channel. Today we're here in a random woods right near where we're investigating somewhere for our next video. Yeah, we were planning on originally doing it in like a pub or something or a better setting, but we're here sat on the edge of a footpath.
Yeah. Why not do something different, eh?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a bit open.
We wanted to do a couple of podcasts in between our investigations, just like talk about the paranormal, get to know us a bit better, things like that. Talk about plans for the channel. Plus it gives you guys something to watch in between our ghost hunts. We've even got Ollie in front of the camera today, which is a rare sight.
He hates
but
it.
We've dragged him into it.
No.
So, yeah, the podcasts are a way just to fill in the gaps, really, and talk about things we want to talk about. So, first, we want to use this episode to kind of introduce ourselves. Thank you for all the support on the pilot series that we put out. It's really, really appreciated. We're surprised at how well, we're not surprised, but happy with how well it's done.
Yeah, definitely.
So, for those who don't know, my name's Callum. We've got
James.
Ollie.
And Ollie.
And Anya is not
here. Anya. But Anya's not here today, but we're going to do another podcast with Anya in the future where she can introduce herself and talk about what she does. So James, we're going to start with you. I already know the answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway because Ollie might not know. But how did you want to get into ghost? Like what in your life, like what made you want to start ghost hunting?
Well, I've always believed in it. I've personally seen nothing myself before to make me believe, but I do believe in it. And I've watched so many YouTube things like on Nuke's Top 5 and all that sort of thing, and I like trying to think what's real and what's not. I think I've got quite good at seeing the fakes to the real. And then obviously I used to deliver to Callum. He was a chef and I was a delivery driver, so we became friends that way. And then he just, I saw a Facebook post at one point asking if anyone wanted to do ghost hunting, and I thought, yeah, why not? Why not give that a go? Yeah. I believe in it. So then I met up Callum and we did Knowlton Church, which obviously is one of our vids, but we did it a few years ago. And yeah, I really enjoyed it, and we heard a little something then, and then since then we've just been doing little bits, and now we've started doing it properly.
Mm-hmm. I remember that first Knowlton. Do you remember what happened when you...
Was I?
You weren't there, no, you must have been away, but do you remember when you walked outside the church, what happened?
Yeah, basically Callum was setting up the laser grid, and he asked me to go outside to look if the lasers were going outside, and obviously it was pitch black and I tripped over the wall, fell flat on my face, but I managed to keep the camera up. I didn't drop the camera.
I don't know why or how I've lost that footage. I wish I had that footage still, but he holds the camera perfectly still as he tumbles and just goes... And like, all you hear is my voice in the background in the church still.
You're right, James.
You're right, mate. And he went, just fell over. Camera's fine.
It's like
when you're holding a beer.
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's like when you see
fall
that.
over and you're like, save the beer.
Save the beer. But yeah, save the camera.
Yeah, that was a fun night. That was.
Yeah, that was a good night. So with experience with ghosts, obviously you've said you haven't had much happen to you personally.
No.
But obviously these last 3 investigations we've done for the channel, some things have happened. So
yes.
How did you kind of like take that, seeing that for the first time?
Right, so obviously the morgue, these two heard the female voice. I heard it on the video watching it back, but I didn't hear it in person. So when I was watching that,
definitely heard that.
Oh yeah. But when I was watching it back, it still felt like it wasn't mine, if you know what I mean, because I didn't hear it personally.
Yeah.
But then at the Maze, it was my first proper paranormal experience. Obviously the first thing that happened was obviously we heard animals scurrying all through the evening, so we sort of tuned ourselves into the noises of the animals.
Yeah.
But when Callum was doing is it Esther method, isn't it?
Estes method, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, I heard me and Ollie heard 2 slow footsteps behind him.
Right behind me too.
And that's the first time I've experienced something, and every part of me wanted to run, but we just stood there. And then Callum said on the headphone, when he was on the headphones, he heard from the spirit box. He said the spirit said, "I got to leave now." And literally the second after that, it went warm. It went warm again.
Yeah, because we got a chill around us.
And there was
no,
and you probably saw it in the video. There was the trees was just completely still. There was no wind at all.
It was a hot day, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then we just got cold. And then as soon as the spirit said that, I'm in Callum's headphones, it just literally went warm again. It was
it was weird.
Because we went up to the Maze in the day, didn't we? We went up because I'd never been there, so I wanted to see what the walk was like and get a load of footage of, ready for the video.
Yeah.
And it was so hot, and the hills we had to climb.
Yeah,
obviously you're used to it, but oh god! And I had both my sons with me,
pushing the paravan.
and my oldest son was whinging the second he stepped onto the path.
Yeah.
We hadn't even started walking, and he was whinging about the walk. And I had my youngest
The shoulder
son in
tree.
Yeah, the shoulder tree. And then we had my youngest son in the pram. So I'm pushing a pram up this hill in like, it must have been 30 degrees easy.
Yeah, it was hot.
It was hot.
It was hot.
Then we had to go all the way back to get to the car, got them home, and then we did the walk again that night. And I worked the next day. I was
Yeah, then obviously the Knowlton Church was probably the least active of our three, but we still got some good things on the spirit box, and obviously we had some random people join us, and they were very interested in what we were doing.
Yeah.
Can always go back for part 2.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been a very enjoyable experience, and obviously we've now got a fourth person, Anya, which ain't here with us today.
Yeah, I think it's good having a female join us as well to get a different kind of perspective on things.
Yeah, and we got some really good locations to come. I mean, I know it's over a year away. So next September we've booked a Jamaica in.
That's
so
gonna be,
yeah, we can't
that's
wait.
Scary.
We can't wait for that.
That is going to be scary.
That is going to be scary. Yeah.
Callum could tell us about Pluckley Woods because you're the one that secured this for us.
Yeah, so soon we'll be heading out to Pluckley, which is the most haunted village in England. It's in Kent. And that's the village that has the Screaming Woods attached to it. And we wanted to do something in Pluckley as well, so we've managed to book a place at the most haunted pub in the village. I won't say the name, but yeah, that's going to be cool. We can do that later this year. So we have got lots of really cool locations coming up. But we're just trying to build up slowly, get used to investigating.
Screaming Woods.
Yeah, Screaming Woods, camping.
Yeah, camping, Screaming Woods.
I'm still not sure about that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you up.
I'm still not sure about that.
I'm sure Ollie will convince us.
We'll be fine. We'll be good.
See, I am up for it, but I will be myself inside.
Yeah, but so will I. Love
do you know what that
camping,
scares me
but
most?
I will be scared.
What scares me about the Screaming Woods the most isn't this ghost, it's people.
Nah,
True.
I think we scout it in the day.
Yeah.
Look where to camp.
Yeah.
This is a big thing because I never camped.
And then we get a route.
Looked. Yeah, and then I will Strava the route.
Yeah.
Save it as a route, and then later on you can literally follow it.
Yeah.
As
True.
like a line.
So Ollie, I already know the answer to this as well, but do you want to explain how did you get into ghost hunting? What about it enticed you?
Always thinking about what could happen, what is out there, and I don't know. I've always believed in it. I feel,
Yeah.
and then, well, obviously you were interested in it, so it's like I just got into it with you, and then ever since the morgue, the first time I was there when the brick got thrown.
We'll come on to that. That's one of my questions.
Okay.
We'll come on to that.
Yeah, I just went on from there really, like just hearing that voice, seeing the brick getting thrown. I just wanted to get out and experience it a bit more really, and go to new places. Jamaica, and we'll be good. Screaming Woods I'm excited for, like stuff like that.
Well, you've always been into like exploring and walking, and so like new places and routes for you. That interests you as well, doesn't it?
Yeah,
all that sort of
massively.
stuff. Like where we are tonight.
Yeah.
Such a cool place.
Yeah,
Such a
definitely.
cool
I'll
place.
definitely be coming back.
So apart from your experience that we're going to go on to at the morgue, has anything else happened to you, paranormal wise, that's made you think,
Other than at home, mum's
yeah, well,
like
explain that.
hearing like footsteps in the hallway, like you know what I mean, out your old room.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the hallway when no one's there. Yeah, like hearing that, you know, when you hear that floorboard creak
Yeah.
and no one's out there, and
And
you're
that
like,
one step on the stairs.
yeah,
There's that
yeah.
one creaky step on the stairs.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
And
This
it's
is
just
what,
as you come off the second bit.
You come on the second bit.
It's that
It's like
first one.
second or first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean because you've done it so many times in the dark. And yeah, hearing that at mum's really, and then like, I don't know.
May I ask you a question? What happened when you came back from our ghost hunt at the Mizmays?
Oh yeah, our TV in the lounge was on, which it does have a tender habit of doing, but it only really comes on at like 2-3 in the morning every night. Because I like the other week, sorry, like I woke up at 4 in the morning thinking, why is Dad playing music in the car? And I was like, Dad would not be sat on the drive blaring music. So I thought, what is that noise? Like Mum and Dad were asleep, and then I opened my door, and it sounded like a cinema downstairs. I went down, there was some nature documentary on with some flamingos on there, and it was like 60 volume. You know the soundbar in the lounge?
Yeah.
60.
Like 60.
But what I've always said about soundbars is like you have it on like say 20 when you're watching
Yeah.
telly. you turn the soundbar
Yeah.
off, and if it was then to come back on its own, it would
Yeah.
still be on
20.
the number you left it
Yeah.
on when you turned it off,
Yeah.
wouldn't
This
it?
is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
It
it
goes
would.
up every time.
Yeah.
Every time
Yeah.
I've come back, even after the Maze, it was on like 45. It's random every time, dude. It doesn't just go to a certain number.
Yeah.
It will just be like 40. But that night, I went down. Yeah, so I'm like, it wasn't David Attenborough. I don't know what it was. And I was there, half asleep, just woke up. What is that?
Yeah.
But the thing is, it turns the TV on, the soundbar on, the skybox on. Mm-hmm. So unless there's a glitch in the
Yeah.
wires that makes them all turn on at the same time
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're all plugged into the same thing, you don't know. Obviously, it could be some electrical fault, but
Yeah, but it happens all the time.
it could be. This is what I'm saying. But
And before anyone asks in the comments, we cannot do a ghost hunt there. We've already.
no, it's not happening.
Firstly, we wouldn't want to do it.
No,
And secondly, my dad would kill us.
yeah, I'm not doing that. No
I mean,
way.
I would
It's
do a
not
solo
happening.
there if I had permission.
No, it's
way.
not even anyone.
No.
No,
No,
never, ever, ever.
no, I agree. Not until I'm dead.
Fair enough.
Yeah, then we can
So-
ask questions for you.
No, but I mean, like
Ollie, are
later
you-
in life.
No, yeah,
Do you get what I mean? So if someone wants to do it when I'm gone
yeah,
and I'm not, or like I don't know, when I move out, but then mum and dad still.
nah,
Nah.
it's not happening.
No.
No. So go on then, tell us about the morgue.
So me and my mate were just sat in there. I don't know why, to be honest, in the morgue.
Just
At
at the
like
morgue.
two in the afternoon,
some
just
tinnies.
chilling. Yeah,
Yeah.
just a couple tinnies, bit of music on, because we walked there from mine, and then yeah, we were sat there, and literally in the next room along, a brick just got dropped, pretty much, or like thrown, but it made a massive slam on the floor. I stood up instantly, ran to the doorway, and it was still sliding into the body table in the corner. Like literally, as I got to the doorway, I could see it finish sliding. It smacked into the like board, and then like instantly was just like looking around, like praying it out. Because even Tom was behind me, like, mate, what was that?
was
It was
that?
like, it was
Yeah.
a brick. And I was like, right, I'm gonna go out. I was like, Tom, let's go out and see if anyone's throwing this in, thinking it could be like kids throwing bricks in to try and scare us, or I don't know. And we searched the forest round for like good 15 minutes, back to the car to check, or not car, but like back to like the lay-by to see,
Yeah.
you know what I mean,
Yeah.
to see if anyone was parked there. And yeah, we got back in, nothing, dead silent. We were like, fucking weird. And then so we sat back down, and then all of a sudden we heard this woman like whispering from the other room in the corner where the brick landed. Like you just hear a I can't explain what
Which
she was
makes
saying.
which makes us hearing
The
the,
voice
female
in-
voice
yeah.
even weirder in the same room.
Yeah, because it's definitely sounded similar,
Yeah.
but then it was a lot lighter when we heard it. It was like it was like she was whispering, but you could hear her
Yeah.
like loud.
You're like a
And
loud
me
whisper.
and Tom literally looked at each other and were like, "Do you hear that?" Because it wasn't even me. Obviously,
Yeah.
we'll have to get Tom on it one day just to explain it with me
Yeah.
to back me up. Like, oh, and I know it's true because it happened, but obviously when I tell people, they're like,
Yeah, what a load of old rubbish.
yeah, whatever. And yeah, me and Tom looked at each other like, "Do you want to leave?" And he was like, "Yeah." Literally, my hairs, my arms were like stuck to the roof,
Yeah.
and Tom's, and we both looked at each other like, "Nah,
Nah.
we're going." And we literally like ran out of the mall pretty much, we're like jogging, and then walked back, and we were just like, "That was
So did that make you want to ghost hunt more, seeing that happen then?
yes and
And
no."
To like solidify, like,
Well, no, I believe in it anyway.
yeah.
But like, I believe in it anyway, so even seeing something wouldn't make me be like, "Oh, I don't believe in it." Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing more I can experience other than seeing something.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
And the REM pod going off.
yeah.
Oh,
that'd
yeah,
be-
we need that bad.
Yeah.
All three of us are desperate.
That's the
Yeah.
only piece of equipment that hasn't, like, not worked per se, but done anything yet.
Oh, and you do realise by the time we get back today, it's going to be
Pitch black.
yes.
Yes, I do. Right, well, thank you, Ollie. Should we go now then? I won't talk.
You
No,
know,
joking.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
joking.
you
I was going to say.
Yeah.
So with me, I've always been into the paranormal. I think I remember when I was younger watching Most Haunted, I think. It was just on the telly and I was watching it and I thought, this is quite cool. And then that led down like a rabbit hole. I started watching Ghost Hunters was my big one I loved. But they were American. Not that matters. And yeah, so I watched them for years and years. And then I remember seeing a night vision camera for sale on Facebook Marketplace, I think it was. So I bought it. It was like 40 quid. It's still the one we use, actually.
Wow.
So I bought that, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to just try and eventually go out and do a ghost hunt of my own. And then, yeah, my birthday one year, my mum got me a ghost tour of a place called the Rifles Museum in Salisbury.
Nice.
And I had to go with my dad, and dad, he was a skeptic, like big
Yeah,
skeptic.
he
He's like, no, until I see it with my own eyes.
Where do you say Rifleman's?
Rifles
I
Museum.
deliver
It's
there.
right next to the cathedral.
Yeah, I
isn't it?
deliver there.
So my dad was like, no, I don't believe in any of that, but I'll go with you because it's your birthday present and we'll make a night of it, whatever. And even at this point for me, I was a bit skeptical because I hadn't seen nothing like solid. So anyway, we went in, sat down, had a cup of tea, introduced ourselves to everyone or whatever, and then they're like, right, we're going to go down to the main museum. And they pulled out the twisty torch, like we have. They said, right, we're going to put this on the floor, leave it on and off, put it down, and start asking some questions. Okay. First question was asked, bang, torch was on. I was like, me and Dad were looking at each other like, huh? We didn't expect anything like that to happen. And like, okay. So that went back and forth. A lady's torch turned on itself in her handbag, which is a push button one, which was weird. Me and Dad were stood in a doorway. So I was like one side of the doorway, he was the other. And this lady across from us was looking at us and said, there's someone waving behind you. Me and Dad like, huh? Like, shit. And then as the night went on, you kind of just settled into it, and it wasn't, because you're in a big group, it wasn't scary. And we did this thing called table tipping. Have you heard of this?
Oh, you explained
I have heard of it.
It is mad. It is mad. Still don't understand how it happened. But me and Dad, right, so we know we wouldn't set each other up, right? I've got one finger on either side of this square table with legs like that, the cross legs.
Yeah.
And I mean it is up on one leg, spinning in the middle of the room. And you're touched like this, and no one under it, nothing.
Yeah, but how do you keep your finger on it if it's spinning?
You're walking around with it.
Oh,
you're following it
spinning
around.
like that, not like...
Yeah, you're like...
You're there like...
You're constantly trying to give it energy, like, come on, spirit, tip the table, spin the table, get it on one leg, spirit, and all that, and it's going, and you're like, what? Like, I'd never do it, like, as part of our investigation, but it's just, it was mental.
Well, there's no tables.
And you
here
could
anyway.
check if they're stricking around it.
There was nothing, it was just a wooden table, and they folded it up at the end, like, yeah, that's that.
And
me and Dad were like, huh?
I was going to say your dad would have probably told you if he thought it was.
Well, no, how would you even...
I cannot
making
describe
it on one leg and going round, two of you with one finger.
I honestly cannot describe it. It was mad. It was mental. Anyway, so the year after that, so we're pretty baffled by this point. At this point, Dad's got into all the ghost TV programs. He's loving it now because he's seen something. He's like, yeah, this is up my street. So we book another one for the year after. Rifles again. Do it again. This time, me and Dad are in the cellar on our own. They're like, yeah, do you want to go on your own? Like, yeah. We're loving it. Did the table tipping, same thing. Weird stuff happened again. We heard a voice in the library there. It almost sounded like scratching on the wall. That was weird. At this point, my brain's going, right, I'm starting to believe a bit more.
Yeah.
Year after, another ghost hunt we got bought for my birthday. Went to Noath Fort in Weymouth, underground tunnels. That was weird. Dad again, loved it. Well up for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were starting to do all these investigations and seeing how like the pros were teaching us how to do it, and we're like, I'm gonna go out my own. And that's when I put the Facebook post up, saying. And at this point, I'd started buying equipment as well.
Yeah.
And I was
because
like,
I was always your cameraman from.
Yeah, so eventually, me and Ollie, it was before I even put the Facebook post. I said,
years ago.
I said, do you know anywhere haunted near home? And he went, the morgue, which is just down the road. So let's go to the morgue. So didn't we? We were there for what, 2 hours?
Yeah.
Bangs on the walls, all sorts, weren't we?
That first time
was
fucking.
It was
that
scary.
was
That was scary.
Honestly, if you were there, I feel like you'd have been like.
Yeah, that was really scary.
Like you think.
So the time I went, this is the quietest one.
Quiet. Yeah. Mate, that's the quietest I've ever
I mean
felt.
it, mate.
Typical.
You stepped in the door, and it was
boom. Yeah.
Knock.
My
knock,
fault.
Bang on the roof. Knock. Everywhere, and you're like.
Probably my fault for having the salt and the cross.
Maybe.
Potentially, it was really oddly quiet in there.
Yeah.
When
it was
the time we come, like, because every single time I've been in there since with Callum, because obviously I didn't go there after the brick incident for years. And then, every time we've been in there, it's been like heavy.
Banging.
And
knocking.
also, I remember.
Wall
I mean, I even said in the video, it feels different in here. It feels
Yeah,
lighter.
I was going to say, yeah.
It feels.
It does.
Yeah,
it
did
didn't
feel lighter.
It did not. It's probably because of the salt and cross. Probably.
Now then, obviously
fascinating.
Callum was saying about my little blooper. There was no footage of this, but you two, when you went to Tyneham for your first time, what happened?
Oh God.
Well, the Hornets.
The Hornets.
So, me and Ollie started investigating. Put the Facebook post out. James joined in. So we started thinking. Oh wait, no, this is before you as well,
Yeah,
isn't
this
it?
was
It
before
is.
me.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
me,
this
you,
was
and
me.
Tom went, didn't we,
Yeah.
to Tyneham, the abandoned Tyneham village, and we went mid-August.
Yeah.
And it was roasting. And I mean, the walk down to Tyneham is no mean feat, is it? It's a good mile and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's
it's
incline.
long, yeah,
It's
it is-
long
it is
and it's
long.
hot that day.
For that hill was long.
I was quarter away up the hill and I needed a towel to wipe myself. It was that
It was
sweaty.
hot on the way
and
up,
it was
wasn't
so
it? Yeah.
humid. Anyway, we got into the village. We've drove an hour to get here. We've walked. It took us probably 45 minutes to get down there because we kept just stopping for a bit,
Yeah.
didn't we, or whatever. Walk into the first house. Sounded like a fucking helicopter was coming in. Hornet. We're like, fucking Hornet. I hate Hornets so much.
They're massive.
I'm glad I
too.
wasn't there.
They were
Anyway,
massive.
so we're like, well, let's wait for him to go. Next thing you know, another one. There's a bloody hornet's nest outside the
Yeah,
church.
it's in the tree,
and they
isn't
have
it?
invaded the village. So
Yeah.
we were there, must have been only an hour.
If
and we
that.
didn't get much footage.
And that was the time I got scratched.
That was the time you got scratched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it said on the
Voice box thing we
the
had.
voice
scratch.
box, it said scratch, right? But the thing is, this had happened on the way down, James. Like, do you remember? I was like, ow, what's that on my arm? Literally, I was walking with the coat on, jumper, like walking down the hill, and I was like, God, that hurts suddenly. And then I looked, didn't I? I took my jumper off, and I'd been scratched 3 times down my arm.
Yeah.
And you could see, like, even Callum and Tom saw it and everything. And then I was like, that's weird. It put me in a weird headspace the whole night, didn't it?
Yeah,
And then the Hornets.
Then the
No,
hornets.
and then the thing is, the box saying literally,
The first
we
word it said was
turned it
scratch.
on and it just said scratch.
That was a
Really?
phone app. We don't use phone apps now because
No.
I'm not sure about them. But
But
yeah,
it's
it was still strange. It was still very weird.
strange for him to say that first thing after I've been scratched.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing that could have put them marks on my arm under my coat and jumper.
No, it was weird.
It was weird when it, because
Yeah.
when I looked at it, we were like, you could clearly see something being put on my arm.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it freaked me out. That was the worst I think I've ever been headspace wise
Yeah.
after a ghost hunt. Is that night?
I could tell. I
Yeah,
could tell.
it really fucking. Oh yeah.
So that was our first attempt at a video, wasn't it? Really.
Yeah.
And it went to shit because of obviously your headspace, the Hornets. So then, I swear I heard a woman.
So did I.
Did you?
I heard it this time.
I promise you, it sounded like a woman humming. Did you hear it?
I heard something like,
Yeah.
yeah, over there.
It wasn't a bird.
You sure it wasn't a car?
I'm positive.
A car?
So
Yeah,
we
but
might have
like
just heard
horning
something
on a
whilst
car.
doing a
Yeah.
podcast. Well, I mean, we are next to a haunted place we're about to do.
It was like a.
Yeah, it was that.
I heard that.
We might pick it up.
Yeah.
And we just both looked that way at the same.
Yeah, we did. We both looked.
It sounded like there, didn't it?
If we've caught that, I'll replay it in the podcast. The Hornets. So then, so that was the first attempt at video. Then me and James and Ollie went to Tyneham. No, me and you did Knowlton, sorry.
Yeah, that's where I fell over.
The video wasn't great. It was all right, but it was just like, we didn't really get enough footage.
And it was always my first. I was
and it
very
was your
nervous.
first one.
Yeah.
Then we did Tyneham Us Free in the
Too
middle of
windy.
January. So it was a storm, wasn't it?
Yeah. One
So
extreme
every
to the
attempt
other.
we were having at making videos kind of just wasn't working in some way.
To be fair, with that Tyneham one, it didn't rain, but it was very windy, and they got these like
All the audio, wasn't it?
yeah, they got these fans. They got these fans there that provide the electricity.
Yeah.
And obviously,
So all you could hear was
and then as soon as we got back to the car, it started raining.
started raining, so we were lucky. So we had 4 attempts at videos.
Yeah.
All
That's
went
all
wrong in some
Tyneham,
way.
though.
Yeah, so we kind of had a year break, wasn't it? I'd say. It was exactly a year after
Yeah.
that Tyneham one, and we said, right, we're going to lock in now.
I thought it was over.
And we're going to lock in, and we're really going to try. And we got some new equipment like the spirit box,
Yeah.
and upgraded my phone camera and stuff like that. So now we're really locked in. I feel like the first 3 episodes prove,
Yeah, compared.
yeah,
Definitely
100%.
a lot better.
It's so much better. So now we've
Yeah.
got our system, and we do these podcasts and things like that. But I think we're going to call the podcast there for now today.
And then get on with our ghost hunt.
We've got to go and ghost hunt as it's getting pretty dark, as you can probably tell. I don't even know if you can see us at this point.
Yeah. All I
But-
can say is I hope you've enjoyed this first podcast.
Yeah, please let us know in the comments if this is something you'd like to keep seeing. I feel like it's a good little filler. So thanks for all the support. Really appreciate it. Keep on supporting and sharing and liking and commenting. And yeah, be sure to comment on this video what you think. And we'd love to start getting to know you, all of you that have subscribed and followed.
Yeah.
But we've got a ghost hunt to go and do.
We do.
You ready, boys?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Thank you everyone for watching. Bosh.